Hey, it's Joel, and I'm in spring break capital of the world. Actually, I'm in spring break capital of the world, the big island of Hawaii. And we're at Hapuna Beach because I've got a Prusa Core 1. It's brand new, and I'm willing to bet this is probably the first time this 3D printer has been to a tropical beach. And the story of why it's here is kind of funny. So my family and I had a vacation planned here. My wife's parents for Christmas bought us all a trip to Hawaii. And then while we were here, I got an email from Prusa. Ruda over at Prusa has said, hey, your review Core 1 is coming. And I was like, great, I'm in Hawaii. Why don't you just send it here? I was just kind of joking. And then Ruda said, okay, let's do it. So sure enough, they rerouted the package using DHL and it got to the place where we were staying. But DHL was not kind to the package. And I actually talked about this on Twitter. The package itself looked like it had been thrown around a bunch and possibly had been near moisture or water. I don't really know.
That's a bummer.
The plan was to do a live stream, getting it out of the box when the embargo was lifted, but we couldn't do that because I wanted to verify the machine not only looked okay, but the electronics were okay. If it had been in water, that could have spelled doom. So that night, I got it out of the box and I started putting it together and it looked okay. It looked okay. Everything was coming out of it. It felt like it had been, the cardboard had been near moisture is what it felt like. But I wasn't too worried. And I got it out and I got it plugged in and I got it printing. And it printed a benchy. And it printed a benchy just fine. It was wonderful. And so I thought, all right, it is go time. So one of the things that I wanted to do is, now that I have a printer in a tropical paradise where we're going to the beach, is to print stuff for the beach. One of the things that I wanted to print, my wife's on camera, hi mommy. One of the things that I wanted to print is something that was incredibly popular, and it was, throw it to me, it is the Sand Safe. Good toss. This is the Sand Safe, and I printed in Prusa Galaxy Black PLA. One of the things that the V2 Sand Safe has is this hole where you can put a keyway. So a key and a locking mechanism can go in there. And I thought, well, I'm not going to order from Amazon. It's not going to get here in time. So I created this little flexible cap and it fits in and it keeps the sand out. This was something that I believe Joe, 3D Maker Noob over in Malta, did a video on a while back, and it got, I think, 80 million views. I don't know how good it's going to work because even if you lock it in the sand, it could still be just taken out by someone. But the idea being going into the sand and going under your beach towel seems like a really good idea. So the next model that I want to show you that I printed is, there's actually 4 of them. And if you're at the beach, it's to kind of hold the towel down. Can you pass me those? That's great. So these are these little clamps. They're beach towel clamps with the idea being, if it's windy, like there's a little bit of a breeze here, you can slot them onto the towel in the 4 corners, and then these are going to hold the towel down and keep it from flying away because of the breeze on the beach. These are made in Prusa PETG, and they're orange, obviously. And the reason I did that is because you could do it in PLA, but it gets warm here in Hawaii, and so PETG has a higher glass transition temperature. So let's do that. Okay, and then finally is the other one. Well, that's a benchy. We all love a benchy.
The other one.
This is pretty cool. So this is to make sand bricks, and I printed this using PETG, and the idea is simple. You kind of, well, let's see, I might be able to do it with dry sand, but you do that, and then you do that. Hey, look at that, it kind of worked. Look at that, it made a brick. I'm gonna try to make some bricks. I'm gonna try to make some beach bricks with that and build something. So now we just have to test these models. I do have a mini Joel. So we got the benchy boat, we got the mini Joel, we've got the brick builders, we've got the towel hold downs, and we've got the Sand Safe with my flexible button to keep the sand out because I don't have a keyway. All right, with all the prints done, I think our best course of action is to now test them out. First one is the Sand Safe. I'm gonna do it right here. So it should screw into the sand. I think I'm breaking it. Yeah, this is not, the design is, it's really thin right here. This is the Sand Safe V2, and in order to screw it in, you kind of have to put some pressure on it. Is it going in? Okay, it's not gonna go in. And I think I kind of like the design, but this lip is so thin that it just, it kind of, you put any pressure on it and it breaks. And I don't think if I made it in a different material, it would have been any better. But let's pretend you got your car keys. Now you can keep them safe. And your wallet. And your, that was my phone. And your wallet, look at that. And now it's safe because pretend this is in the sand now.
You tried.
And you can just put your towel over it. And that way it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. I think it could use some revisions. I don't think. You know what? We're going to move on to the next one because it's not really working the way I wanted it to. All right. I'll tell you what, the Benchy and the Mini Joel though, those are safe. Now we can try these. These are to keep the towel down and we don't have to bury it into the sand too far, so it might work out okay. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That's actually really nice. You see this? Boy, they bite really well on the towel. Okay, I'll put the ones over here. Gotta keep the towel down, you know. Wow, these are really good. They slide in and, all right, perfect. Last but not least is the bricks. So PETG, it's got this little piece that goes in here. So you put the sand in and then you can push out, that's on top, and you've made yourself a brick. So let's see if we can't make a couple bricks. There we go. Put it right there. Okay. Wonder if I can put one on top. Hey, look at that. It's a little crooked, but it's a brick. We just made sand bricks. Well, we had one that didn't work quite as expected, but the rest did. And I'm really happy that I had this opportunity to bring a Prusa Core 1 to the beach, because that's what you do, right?
Totes my goats.
Well, now that the towel is safe, and imagine this is in the sand underneath and we've made lots of bricks, it means that we could go do things like boogie board and punch waves, and this is what you do here at Hapuna Beach. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go put the Core 1 away and we're gonna have some fun. Listen, thanks for coming along on this journey of a 3D printer on a Hawaiian vacation. I guess everybody needs a Core 1 when they go on vacation. Makes sense to me. If you made this far, you're awesome. Don't forget to hug each other more, fight for a cause you believe in, go to the beach, man. And as always, high five.